Welcome to the 200 Proof Sports Podcast. I am your host, Grayson Schutzman, and this is
Willie Bites.
We are a general sports podcast. Talk NFL, NBA, combat sports, baseball, maybe hockey.
Probably not.
If
Probably
the
not.
Rangers are in the Stanley Cup.
When is the Stanley Cup? I don't know.
It's like it's the same time as the NBA Finals. It's really,
it's like
really
right
dumb.
before the NBA Finals. Yeah,
it's really bad programming. But I guess their thought process is here's for all the white people, and here's if you want to watch not white people, or like not white people and Europeans. So
and Canadians.
Yeah, so it's the heart of the NFL season. It's actually the mid-season point, and we have decided that we will mostly not be talking about the most popular sport in the world or in America. We're going to mostly be talking about the
profitable sport in the world.
What?
The most profitable sport in the world.
Hell yeah, not even close. The NFL makes more than like the Premier League and like Liga combined.
Maybe that's just because Europeans don't have any money.
Yeah, yet they take so many vacations. Just cheaper for them to do it, I guess.
Yeah, and also you're not missing out on making a lot of money if you don't make any money.
Yeah. Yeah, if you ever have to work, like your company has to work with Europeans, and it's the summer, you're fucked.
Luck.
They're fucked.
Luck.
They take like 2 months off in a row.
Yeah, get back to us in 28 business days.
Fucking, and then they'll just be gone for like 2 weeks, and they have like American high school schedules. Like,
yes,
it's like 6 hours a day, 5-ish days a week with free periods, and then
2-hour lunch.
Yeah, and then like 2 weeks off for like Christmas, and then
Don't forget their smoke breaks.
Yeah, the smoke breaks, the entire summer off. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
They seem happier than us, though.
They are.
They are. Okay, so we're going to talk about the NBA today. And we're mostly going to talk about how God has came down from heaven, and it turns out he's fucking French.
What the hell, man?
But I did... in a stupor the other night, I wrote down something that I think, because there's been a big drop-off in viewership in the NBA, literally from the pandemic. You can see a dividing line. It's almost half. Because if you remember, during the pandemic, they did the whole bubble thing, got really political. It was weird. There was no fans. And they had LeBron with the Lakers, big market team, and Miami Heat with Jimmy Butler in the finals. So two big market teams and big stars. And the last game played at the same time as the NFL, and it was the two worst teams in the league. It was the pre-Tua Dolphins against the pre-Trevor Lawrence Jaguars. And it like tripled its viewership.
That sounds like two teams that the NFL would make play in London.
Yeah. Back then, that's what Thursday night games were always like. That was when they were always bad. And then now we send those games to London. But so basically since then, because the NBA made this whole weird thing during the pandemic, and the NFL was like, fuck it, we're not changing anything. Everyone's basically decided they're watching the NFL, not the NBA. So if you just started watching the NBA and you need to be caught up in the 5 years, I wrote this down in a drunken stupor right before I fell asleep. To catch you up on the NBA in the past 5 years, basically what it's become is a bunch of regular-sized, light-skinned Americans trying to defend off a horde of foreign giants.
Yes.
It's
and
just
by regular size, we mean 6'8".
I mean, it's like Steph Curry and Tyrese Halliburton and
Tatum
and Jason Tatum. Just like
Anthony Edwards.
Edwards is trying.
Zion, Ja, kind of.
Zion, not really. Ja,
Yeah.
not really. Just as really went sideways with those two.
Asses. Yeah.
And then they're going up against fucking Giannis, Jokic, Wemby. Luka is massive for his position and also just a big dude. Even skinny Luka is just like fucking wide.
Hey, he's big boned. Okay.
He's a thick boy. Even skinny Luka's thick. Like, I'm telling you, he's just
Yeah.
like, he's got broad ass shoulders. He legitimately has thicker bones.
Yeah. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is Canadian.
Yeah, he's got long ass arms.
Yeah.
Skinny looking weirdo. Yeah, it's not looking good for Americans in the NBA. Cooper Flag fucking sucks.
Let's give him some time. He's gonna be okay.
He scored 2 points last night.
He'll be better than Scoot Henderson, at least.
I remember the big
You
bet.
remember Scoot Henderson?
Yeah, the big bet their rookie year was that Scoot Henderson would win Rookie of the Year because Wemby would only be a defensive player and they always give it to the guy who scores more. Turns out Wemby scored more and was a better defender.
Yeah, I remember when that draft happened. It was kind of like the Zion draft where people were like, okay, well, obviously Wemby is the number one pick, but Scoot Henderson isn't a bad consolation prize, and he might actually be better than Wemby for the first couple of years.
It convinced them to get rid of Dame, and that ruined Giannis's career.
Yep.
Giannis is not right now, not in betting odds, but in statistically who should be. Basketball Reference has this thing, the MVP tracker, where they have this algorithm. It's like who should be the MVP. It's always the guy who gets picked is always usually number one on there. And Giannis is like number one by far right now.
Yeah.
I think he's missed 3 shots. He's also shooting 72% from 3. And like
what?
And 80% from the field.
Oh my God.
Yeah, let me pull up these stats. They're like absolutely insane.
I mean, I do fear we're suffering a little bit from some stat inflation because
Wemby and Giannis
already been
like
like
1 and
4
2
or 5 50-point games already this year. Like,
yeah,
Austin
but that always
Reeves
happens at the
had a
beginning because I
50-point
always feel like,
game.
for some reason, I feel like it takes defenses a while to get warmed up. So yeah, Giannis is shooting 68% from 3, 72% from the field. He's averaging 37, 16, and 7 with a block and a steal and only 2 turnovers a game.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like unbelievable, unstoppable monster. But Wemby, who we're going to spend most of this podcast talking about, I assume. You want me to just do? We should just establish his stat line.
Yeah,
31 points.
Let me guess. Well, you said 31 points. I'm gonna guess he's averaging 14 rebounds.
He's 13.8.
4 assists.
3 assists.
And 5.5 blocks.
He's averaging 5 blocks. 4.9.
And a steal.
1.5 steals. So
that's crazy. That's crazy.
The 30. So yeah, 31, 14. 31, 14, 3, 5.
Probably shooting 60% from the field, 50% from 3, 80% from the line.
He's shooting 60% from the field. Exactly. What's his 3-point? 36.5 from 3.
All right.
And what was your and 80% from free throw?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, it's not fair. I was watching a clip from Kevin Garnett's podcast or someone's podcast. It was Kevin Garnett talking to Paul Pierce. This was before the season started. And Kevin Garnett, whose opinion I do not take lightly because it's Kevin Garnett.
The only opinion I will not accept from him is anything about his 2008 Celtics. That entire crew treats it like they were a fucking unstoppable dynasty, not like they barely won 1 championship. Like that went to like a game 7.
Yeah, well, he said
game 7 the Hawks in the first round.
He said in the preseason that Wemby looked like a blend of Kevin Durant and Shaq.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
It was that one where he like hezzy dribbled past a guy and then just pushed like a 260. I forgot who it was.
It was like a drop step
Yeah, and
in
just
transition.
and he
The guy
did the
just
Shaq
bounced
dunk.
off him.
If
Yeah.
you go to Staples Center or just Google Shaq statue outside Staples Center, whatever the fuck they call it now, the crypts or whatever.
The crypt.
Like his statue is literally him hanging from a rim doing exactly what Wemby did.
Yeah, I mean, like feet, probably 7 or 8 feet in the air. The athleticism is shocking.
Yeah, so I got a lot of Wemby stuff written down. I can't decide what metaphor to go with for what he did this summer. So I'm between.
It's a real life anime training arc.
Yeah, I'm between like old school kung fu movie hero and Thanos.
Rocky.
No, Rocky just chased chickens around the backyard and ate raw eggs. I wouldn't actually recommend doing what Rocky did to train for a sport.
Or in You Don't Mess with the Zohan when Phantom is training.
Oh fuck! I remember.
He cracks the eggs open, and they're fully formed chicks, and he just drinks them down.
Fucking love that. That's Adam Sandler's last great like pure comedy.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with with Thanos. So what Victor Wembanyama did was he collected Victor Wembanyama is collecting Infinity Stones. All right. I'm just skip past that part. He went to Shaolin monks to collect the Stone of Balance, calm, inner peace, the ability to stay cool under pressure. He went to Kevin Garnett to collect the Stone of Fury, anger, passion, intensity, the animal instinct to dominate. He went to Hakeem Olajuwon to collect the Grace Stone, the ability to gracefully maneuver around his opponents, the footwork, like a ballerina. And then I have and then he started working out. He's collecting the Power Stone. I hope he doesn't fucking meet Giannis. And then he had Greg Popovich for the Wisdom Stone. He had the point guard, Chris Paul, with him all year last year. He's just like, we better hope that this motherfucker doesn't get the Power Stone from Giannis.
Yeah, it's really scary.
It just fucking Jesus Christ, the things he did. I also want to say he's on the Jordan trajectory. Rookie of the year. Leg injury, missed most of your second year. MVP in your MVP, arguably the best player in the league in your third year.
Yeah. I mean, technically it was deep vein thrombosis in his shoulder, but who's counting?
Wait, I thought his blood clots were in his leg.
No, it was in his shoulder, I believe.
Oh, was Chris Bosh in his leg?
Chris Bosh was in his lungs.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's why it was so dangerous. That's why he had to retire.
So yeah, I saw him do the dream shake in a game, so he's actually picked up some Hakeem Olajuwon shit. Did you hear why he said he trained with the Shaolin monks?
He said it was because, like, that's what they do in kung fu movies.
No, I said that.
Oh.
No, what he said, the reason I freaked out because what he said was, I wanted to train with the Shaolin monks to be able to develop new ways to move my body and put myself in situations I've never been in, so my body can learn new ways of move and get new range of motion.
Dude, everything he says
is perfect.
It's like arguably the most impressive part of Victor Wembanyama is what's between the ears. Like, he is so wise beyond his years, so smart, so selfless. Like, he said he'll give up shots he can make with his eyes closed so his teammates can get shots they can make in their sleep.
That was a fucking banger line.
Crazy.
He's too fucking good.
He's
yeah,
what,
he doesn't
21
smoke,
years old?
He doesn't drink. Did you hear what he said when he had to go to Las Vegas? He'd never been to Vegas before.
What did he say?
They asked him, "What do you think of Vegas? You've never been here before. You having fun?" He goes, "This is the closest thing to me to a dystopia I've ever seen."
Well, I don't think he's ever been to Dubai.
He doesn't like partying and shit. He just wants to play basketball and read and look at fine art and get better at basketball through weird ways, like training with Shaolin monks.
I fear Greg Popovich has gotten to him because he seems like the type where the perfect night out is drinking red wine.
That's what he always did with Tim Duncan.
Going to the opera.
It sucks that Pop probably can't drink with him anymore. Like, you're not supposed to drink after 2 strokes, are you?
A glass or 2 of wine is probably okay, but you can't power drink.
Lame. What's the point of drinking?
I know. Yeah.
No, I drink alcohol because I like the way it tastes. Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
So the only thing that could stop him is injury, right? Oh, I also wrote down for the Thanos Infinity Stone arc, that moment in the Olympics where he was going against LeBron, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid. Who else the fuck was on that team? Was Ant on it?
Tatum
didn't play though.
Oh yeah. Steph.
Anyway, they basically assembled the Avengers to try and stop him and barely did it.
Yeah.
That was the fucking ending. No, that was the moment. I wrote down, that was the moment where, like, if you remember in the movie in Infinity War, where they, like, confront him on his home planet. It's like Iron Man and Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, like, confront him and they almost stop him.
Yeah, dude.
Star-Lord's a fucking idiot.
The earliest memory I have of, like, realizing what Victor Wembanyama was, I used to play a bunch of 2K, especially during COVID. And in 2K, there's, like, a mode where you can go against, like, historic teams, and they're, like, challenges. And I went up against, like, a Rising Stars team, and it had Wemby on it. And he was like a 99. It was like a 99 overall version of him. And I had no idea who he was. And I thought my team was pretty good. I had, like, Larry Bird and Shaq. And
I'm so excited. I play 2K on my phone. If I log in tomorrow, I got a streak going of days logged in. I get a 99 overall Wemby.
Well, I got absolutely smoked by this 99 overall Wemby. And I was like, who the fuck is this? He is blocking all my shots. He's everywhere in the court. He's 7'6", and he's greening threes.
If anything, the fucking game toned it down.
They did. Because he didn't have the dunk package.
Dude, that fucking reverse reverse dunk he did in the first game. Then he had, like, the hammer one. Then he did, like, the Giannis reach over you one. And then
I have never seen
he's
anything like this.
He has the layup package too. He did the John Wall 360 layup yesterday. He fucking between his legs, like, out maneuver. The thing I first remember where I'm like, holy shit, this is gonna be a problem. Because I'm like, all right, he's a big lanky guy, whatever. I was focused on, like, Chet Holmgren and shit. But it was when he was still in France and he was just starting to get really hyped up. It was the year before he came to the NBA. And he missed a 3-pointer and then was able to catch and dunk his missed 3-pointer because he has 9-foot legs and 8-foot arms. So he was able to get from the 3-point line to the basket fast enough to catch his rebound in the air and slam it down, which I've just never fucking seen anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, to a certain extent, the shooter always knows kind of where the rebound's going better than anyone else.
Get there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Last memory, but I saw a video of him when he was 16 playing one-on-one with Rudy Gobert.
Yeah.
Absolutely smoking Rudy and making him look small.
He looks so tiny. He was 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, when are they going to be honest about Victor Wembanyama's height? He's 11 feet tall.
When he hits 8 foot, probably.
He's still fucking growing.
Yeah.
He said he put on 30 pounds. I think this is a rumor. I don't know if it's true. I haven't had enough time to verify it. The way he's putting on weight, his team is working with the team that worked with Crawford to get ready for the Canelo fight.
Whoa.
Oh my God. He's fucking collecting Infinity Stones, man. He's just like, well, who's the best at this?
Yeah, putting on weight the right way as opposed to the way that Shaq did it.
You mean cheeseburgers?
Yeah.
And Krispy Kreme?
You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France?
Royale with cheese.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm just a little disappointed that God is French.
French, American, what difference does it make? Wemby will destroy them all.
He might be the only likable French guy ever. Can you think of another likable French person?
No.
It's never happened. They're like the worst people on earth. And like not the worst in like they're murdering people, just like the worst in like the worst hangs.
Yeah, I've been saying this a lot recently, but I feel like as Americans, we take all the flack for slavery when really the French, well, like the French were doing it so much worse than us. Yeah. And so were the Spanish and
Let's
the Portuguese.
About the fucking Belgians.
Well, the Belgians were the worst. They were a little late to the game, so they didn't have the numbers.
That's worse that they started it later.
But they, boy, did they make up for lost time.
Dude, they basically killed the entire country.
Yeah. It was really just one guy.
They really needed rubber.
Yes.
For what?
So badly.
For what? No one knows.
Tires.
It was like fucking 1890. How many tires did they need?
Enough to get to all the Michelin restaurants.
Also, they did slavery way worse than us for way longer.
Yeah. Also, like, do you know why there weren't any slaves left in like the like Dutch East India, like the West Indies or in Brazil?
Because they killed all of them.
Exactly.
Yeah. What? I'm sorry, we kept our slaves alive. Just good business.
Are we gonna cut out this part of the pod, aren't we?
No. We're not pro-slavery. If anything, this is a very anti-slavery conversation.
Yes, we are very much anti-slavery on the 200 Proof Pod, and we think that other European nations should be punished and talked about more than Americans.
Yeah, and as we said right before the podcast started shooting, white guys shouldn't be allowed to tell black women what to do with their hair.
Never.
That is exactly what we said right before the podcast.
White women, we'd like a word. Black women, we have nothing to say. Nothing to say.
White women, just if you're gonna dye your hair, just make it a hair color.
Yeah.
That's all we at. Like, we just like it when people look like people.
If your hair is curly, let it be curly. If it's straight, let it be straight.
And stop leaving your hot irons in our sinks and on top of like piles of clothes.
It's a fire hazard.
White women are a fire hazard. Do you know how flammable all that weird makeup shit is?
And they insist on having candles everywhere.
Dude, they're obsessed with candles. They just like open flames.
Dude, do you know candles can just explode?
Yeah. And they don't even smell good.
No, they smell like burning stuff.
Yeah. Have you ever walked into Marshall's during the holiday season? It's like doing the fucking cinnamon challenge.
Yeah, I think I might get cancer if I spend too much time there.
We're a sports podcast, right?
I think so.
I forget. So Victor Wembanyama, good at basketball?
Very good at basketball.
How sad.
The best basketball player in the world right now, I think.
I can't say that until I see him in the playoffs, because there's always. If I only watched James Harden in the regular season, I still would have hated him in the way he played and thought he was the biggest cheater in the world. But I would have said, like, well, if they're not going to enforce the rules, he's the best basketball player in the world. So there's always the maybe he sucks in the playoffs conversation.
Yeah.
What, maybe he's in
This feels different. This feels different.
Oh God, I just, please, injury gods, just leave him alone. Just let us see where this goes.
Yeah.
Just don't Ralph Sampson, Joel Embiid, Greg Oden,
Derrick Rose, Brandon Roy,
Bill Walton, Yao Ming,
Grant Hill, Tracy McGrady.
Oh yeah, you always say Brandon Roy, Giannis the past few seasons. Well, except for last year. Who else is a famous lost their career to injury guy?
John Wall.
Yeah. Well, Wemby can do his dunk, so we're just seeing a bigger John Wall.
Yeah.
Dude, he's doing like Kyrie layups. It's crazy.
Bill Walton.
Yeah, and now has a good shot diet. Fucking taking it to the rim. Fucking ridiculous. What do you do? Also,
Pray.
the rookie who is this, they got the second overall pick last year, and they drafted Bryce Harper, who's a guard, I don't know what they're going to do when Darren Fox gets back.
Bryce Harper?
Did I say it wrong? Oh, not Bryce Harper. Dylan Harper. He's actually a different Harper's son. He was the point guard for the Bulls during the championship runs. He's Ron Harper. He's his son.
Oh. Also, why would you name your kid Dylan Harper?
Why not?
Because there's another celebrity by the name of Dylan Harper.
Who?
Search Dylan Harper and tell me what Google's first result is.
First result was NBA. Second result is a point. Oh, I know her.
Yeah.
Oh, cute little girl.
Love her work.
I'm pretty sure she was not doing porn when Dylan Harper was born, because Dylan Harper's got to be 20, and she would have been 14 at the time.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah, well,
it's not.
She's from Florida. It's not the most regulated state in the world.
It's spelled differently, but no, the Spurs look amazing. I mean, Devin Vassell, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle.
Here's my question: are all those guys good, or is the defense super concerned about the 11-foot, 10-foot wide monster that they have to guard, and it's just like, you guys do whatever you want?
I mean, I think it's a little bit of both, but I have seen after the first game, I think Wemby has been making an effort to let his teammates get reps at least, and not, try to have to play through him, try not to like dominate the game, just kind of focus on finding a flow with all his teammates, play hard on defense.
Every once in a while, he's just like, I'm going to block this shot, dribble up the court, and shoot it from the logo.
Yeah.
Take one dribble, I'm at half court, and just chuck it up.
And then if it's, within 5 points in the fourth quarter, he'll just post up, score like 8 points in 2 minutes, and then,
What would be your plan as a coach? You have like, let's just say you have a normal roster. You got a 7-footer. I'll give you Rudy Gobert. You got Rudy
Yeah.
Gobert. Anthony Davis is your power forward. You got a normal roster all the way down. Fucking Jason James, your small forwards.
I mean, here's the
What's
blueprint.
your plan to stop Wemby?
Here's the blueprint. You have to treat him like Shaq, which means
Well, he's a good free throw shooter.
You need at least 2 to 3 big men to soak up fouls. You need to try to deny him the ball.
But he's a good free throw shooter, and he can dribble the ball up the court.
I know, but you need to try to deny him the ball.
So you got a full court press with an athletic big.
I didn't say it would be easy.
So you basically got a full court press with famously lazy Anthony Davis.
And on offense, you need to just take a lot of threes and hope that a good amount go in.
Wait, I gotta see because this was the game of the year last year, and that's not just me saying it. Everyone remembers this is the game of the year. When is the Spurs playing the Bucks? January 5th. Fuck you guys. Oh, by the way, don't schedule anything for February 26th or 28th. I forget. It's when Wemby's is playing the Nets.
Ooh, I'll be there.
Yeah. It's not Valentine's Day, right? I don't know when Valentine's Day is. It's April?
February 14th.
It should be April. Why would the fuck would that be in the middle of February? It's the worst month. It's fucking freezing.
I don't make the calendar.
Yeah, the Catholic Church makes the calendar.
Yes, the Gregorian monks. That's why it's called the Gregorian calendar.
We gotta go back to the Roman. What was the one before? Did it start with an A?
The Julian calendar?
The Julian calendar. Yeah, guys, if you ever wonder why Oct is the 10th month, even though it starts with October is the 10th month, even though it starts with Oct, which means 8, and then Sept is 9, and December should be 10. It's because they felt like they needed to add Julius and Augustus Caesar and give them months.
Yes.
And it just fucked up the whole system.
Completely necessary.
Doesn't make any sense at all. There's no reason that February should be 28 days, and then we have all these months with 31 days when you can just take some of those days and put it on February.
Listen, man. We're not changing the system.
It's so easy. How many months have 31 days, right? More than 2.
It's 6 months, I think, with 31 days. 5 with 30 in February.
Fucking lop 2 of those off. Put it on February.
No.
What?
Because fuck February.
Fuck Black History Month.
You said it, not me.
You were thinking it.
I wasn't thinking anything.
You're thinking everything. You were still thinking of criticisms about black women's hair.
I would never. Don't put that evil on me. I would never.
What are you looking at there, buddy?
A rolled up twist tie that I rolled up.
Stop playing with twist ties.
Don't worry about it.
All right? I was worried you were looking at Dylan Harper pictures and not the basketball player.
I know what she looks like.
Anyway, he's awesome. I think that's what started this.
Yeah, really good.
Him or VJ Edgecombe, who we might touch on later, is probably going to be Rookie of the Year. Oh, unless Cooper Hopper fucking becomes a good basketball player at some point.
Yeah, Cooper Flag.
Did I say Cooper Hopper?
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a cool name.
It would be, yeah.
But yeah, unless Cooper Flag becomes a good player. Bryce Harper looks fucking great. And he plays the exact same position in a very similar way as Darren Fox, so they cannot be on the floor together at all. They made this trade before they knew they were going to get the second pick.
Listen, it's a good problem to have.
Worst case, they trade Darren Fox for more picks, and they end up becoming the OKC Thunder.
They could do that.
By the way, the OKC Thunder had a second-round pick 2 years ago that they didn't play last year, and they've been playing him the first couple of games of this season, and he's fucking great. It's not
Who is
fair.
it? Who is it?
I forget his name. God damn it. It's Adrian something, I think. I don't know. Fucking, they have so many picks. It's hard to keep track. But they had a second round pick.
Dude, you know what the Thunder remind me of? It's like fucking that episode of Rick and Morty where the parasites like take over their brains and make them like create all these zany new characters and make them think that they've always known the characters. It's like, where the fuck did this guy come from?
That's my favorite episode.
That's yeah, dude. That's Sleepy Gary.
It's
He's always
basically a
been
bunch
here.
of like it's basically a whole episode of Family Guy cutaway bits.
Yeah. Like where do these guys in the Thunder come from?
Dude,
I
they
don't
got
know.
two Jalen Williams, and they're both good. Oh, finally, I have a siren and you don't.
Jalen Williams with a Y and one with no Y.
It's J Dubs and J Will.
Which one's which?
J Will is the good one, and J Dubs is the really good one.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. They still have so many fucking picks. They got like 8 picks in the next 2 years.
And meanwhile, we need Jalen Brunson to play like 44 minutes a night to pull out a 8-point victory against the worst teams in the league.
Fucking yeah.
And the Thunder can shoot less than 30% from three, take the most threes in the league, and still be 4-0.
We shouldn't have let them get fucking Chet home. You know what's gonna finally save everything?
Wemby.
No, yes, probably eventually, but the second
Apron, yeah.
because, and I do not agree with this. I don't think you should get any penalization for paying the players you drafted. Because the entire point of this shit was to keep homegrown players around and reward good drafting, and then they're like, yeah, but we're not gonna like the difference between the Supermax and the Max.
Yeah, I mean you're only eligible for the Supermax if
you have to make
all
NBA and it has to be with the team. You have to have been with the team for multiple years.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be you were drafted by the team and you made all NBA, and then it's like 50% more they can pay you, but it still counts against the fucking cap the same. I mean,
or you can just do a Steve Ballmer and pay under the table to shell companies.
Dude, why don't they, if they actually wanted to reward teams for drafting well and convince players to stay with the teams that drafted them, the two reasons people leave is the money, and the second reason is because you can't build a good team around them. So all these guys are just signing Supermaxes, and then the team sucks because they can't build a good team because of the Supermax. So then they demand a trade and on the Supermax. It's what fucking Dame did.
Yeah.
What Dame did, it's what Anthony Davis did, it's what James Harden did. Just fucking go down the list.
Listen, man, you can't change the rules just because you don't like how they're doing it.
But that's what they did. They changed the rules because they didn't like how people were doing it. They could do it again. I just think that the difference between the max and the super max shouldn't count against the cap.
All right. I support it.
It's like Luka lost $120 million getting traded out of Dallas because Lakers can't give him the supermax because he wasn't drafted by them.
Luka's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I know. He's still gonna get a lot of fucking money, and probably just being on a Laker is probably gonna make up for like most of that money.
Yeah,
but he also bought a massive mansion in Dallas like 2 weeks before they traded him.
What could that have cost? $3?
It was $40 million.
$40 million on a house. Listen, Luka, if it is something you live in,
no. It was $14 million. I misheard.
Okay. Yeah, $40 million would be like one of the most expensive houses in America.
One of my favorite things ever is LeBron's house in Akron.
Oh yeah, it's like 10 times the next highest.
It's like a $20 million house. There's only 2 other houses in the entire county worth more than $1 million. It's just this fucking. That's why he can't sell it. It's a compound. It's the same problem. Like Chicago, he should have less of this problem, but fucking Michael Jordan can't sell his ridiculous house in Chicago.
Yeah, that's probably like 50 mil.
Yeah, but like LeBron, no one who the fuck is buying a $20 million house in Akron, Ohio?
I mean, honestly, the thing to do in that situation is turn it into a museum so you can write it off on your taxes.
Or you fucking knock it down and just sell the land.
Yeah.
Turn it into 4 houses.
But
turn it into another shitty school, LeBron. Oh, I got a LeBron take that will definitely make us get canceled. I'll save it for when we're off. Drunker.
Yeah, the LeBron school is a little problematic because they're only taking the worst kids.
Yeah, no. Everyone's like these kids aren't doing well, but I'm like, these are kids that aren't supposed to do well.
Yeah. But I mean, this advice has been repeated many times, but young athletes, houses, cars, boats.
Don't buy cars.
Planes.
Don't buy cars or boats. Boats, man.
Women.
Don't rent buy women. Women, you're a rich athlete. Women will have sex with you for free.
No, what I'm saying is.
Oh, I thought we were giving financial advice.
Yeah, it is financial advice. If you live in it, if you fuck it, if you drive it, if you float it, if you fly it, rent it. Rent it.
No, houses, you're fine. Just don't build a giant house. Don't like customize one.
You can buy a reasonable house, but don't go out and buy the most expensive house in your county.
Yeah, you move around a lot. That's your fucking job. Yeah,
so maybe rent it unless you get a really long-term contract.
No, I mean these guys are millionaires. Like if you get say you get traded to New York, or you get drafted by New York, so you're gonna be there probably at least 6 years. Fucking your salary is gonna be about 10 mil, and then if you get the next one, you're gonna get a little over 20 a year if you're decent. Fucking, you can buy a penthouse, or you can buy a house in Jersey or a brownstone or whatever for like upwards of like 10 mil. Wouldn't be crazy. And then you can sell that really easy when you leave. Just don't build a giant custom mansion in the middle of fucking Cleveland or in Akron or fucking Orlando, or like places where you're not going to be, that no other rich person is going to want to live, where you can't resell it.
Yeah.
Did you see the Shaq thing? I showed you the Shaq Ferrari thing, right?
I don't know about the Ferrari thing, but I know he has a giant house in Orlando that he can't sell.
Nah, yeah, because there's no billionaires living in fucking Orlando. No, but
maybe a Disney exec.
This was Shaq's greatest financial regret. He didn't say how much money he spent, but it has to be insane. So he bought a new Ferrari, a red Ferrari. He then salvaged a purple Ferrari. He cut the new Ferrari in half. And then he cut the middle out of the salvaged Ferrari and put it in the middle to turn it into there's 3 stretched out Ferrari. But then
a Ferrari human centipede?
Yeah. But then he sat in it and realized he was too tall for the fucking Ferrari. Which is crazy. First of all, fucking crazy to me. If I was Shaq's size, I would before I bought anything, I would check if I could fit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 5'7". I don't think I could really fit in a supercar like that.
No.
Barely.
No, he couldn't fit because of the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he fucking... If I bought anything, I would... If you spend your entire life being 7'4" giant, you'd think you would constantly be checking things before big purchases that you fit. But he didn't, so they had to take the roof completely off. So, and it's and it was a sick car. Till one day, I'm in Miami and I was in Fort Lauderdale for a day, and I'm driving back and I didn't check the weather report because I'm Shaq and I'm fucking stupid. And it started raining, as it tends to do in Florida all the fucking time. And and the Ferrari got flooded and was unusable and unsellable, and he had to sell it for parts.
Well, I hope there's a lesson in there somewhere.
The lesson in there is there's 8 stupid things he did.
Yeah.
The lesson in there is really, if you're a giant and everything in the world is made for normal-sized people, before you spend tens of millions of dollars on something, make sure you can fit in it.
Or how about this? If you're a professional athlete, don't drive. Hire a driver.
Dude, what the fuck is with all these guys getting DUIs? You don't have to drive anywhere.
You're so rich. You can just hire a driver. Adrian Peterson, I will be your driver.
Yeah, dude. Fucking give me $100K a year to be your driver. I don't have to do fucking any, like, I'm fine. That's a great salary, and you won't even notice it.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown is making like $70 million a year. Will, do the math real quick. What percentage of 70 million is 100,000?
It's like 0.14%.
Yeah, give me 0.14% of your annual salary. Not including sponsorships, the investments I assume you had, because Jaylen Brown's also a genius, I forget.
Yeah, for context, for someone making $100,000 a year, that would be $140 a year.
Yeah.
A year!
$140 a year, you pay more for fucking Netflix. Hire a fucking driver. LaMelo Ball. Patrick Mahomes' dad. The entire I was gonna say Las Vegas Raiders receivers, but yeah, Georgia receivers. They're not making.
There's a lot of overlap there.
They're not. Yeah, that's true. It's actually. I think it was the Alabama one is the one that killed somebody in the
Ruggs.
Yeah, he's getting out soon. There's your sirens.
Yeah.
Why is there so much crime in the Upper East Side?
It's the hood, man. Real rough up here.
Yeah, I was watching this thing. These guys were talking about this boxing fight, and he said that there's because they were doing the 2 year. They were talking about the 2 year anniversary of Riyadh season, and he actually said that his favorite one was the one that we went to in Queens.
Oh, really?
Because he said it was a good card. And he's a huge Hamza Shiraz fan, and he said it was the best Shakur Stevenson performance. And he goes and he kept referring to Queens as the hood. I'm like, not really. I mean, there's like one bad neighborhood in Queens.
Yeah. Also, Hamza Shiraz fans, there are dozens of us.
There's more in England. There's more in England. And the Middle East.
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers love boxing in England. Holy shit. It's their second biggest sport now.
Yeah, because they don't have an outlet for violence like we do with the NFL.
5 of the top 10 heavyweights are now all British.
Is it, I mean, Itwama, Joshua, I don't know if you count Fury. Is Joseph Parker English?
He's New Zealand. It's
Fabio
Wardley, the guy who won this week, and Daniel Dubois.
Dubois, yeah, of course. Yeah. I mean, British boxing is doing great.
It's doing amazing. So, because none of their sports involve all sports all the big guys get taken because all sports all require being big. So, we start dominating. We don't have anyone in the top 3 biggest divisions, and then after that, we're half of every division.
Yeah, it makes sense
From
because
160 down.
American sports favor size.
Yeah. And then
you need to be big for football, you need to be big, you need to be big for basketball. But if you're 5'6" and super athletic, there's not really a position for you in the NFL or NBA
at all.
Maybe the NFL, a couple guys
really. You have to
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill's 5'9", 5'10".
Really?
I think he just looks small because everyone around him is a little above average height.
I mean, you could be like Darren Sproles or Randall Cobb.
Tyreek Hill is 5'10", so I'm going to assume he's lying by at least an inch or 2.
Yeah, definitely. He's probably 5'8".
Yeah. But if you're a normal sized person, you can't play sports in America.
No. No.
So we dominate those lower divisions, but like, the fuck are you gonna do if you're 6'8" and giant in
Yeah.
England or
Mean,
or
meanwhile,
Japan?
you're 5'10", perfect height for soccer.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we're gonna talk about the Knicks. I can convince James Dolan to sell the Knicks. I can do it. So here's the problem. Everyone comes at him with hate and vitriol and anger and telling him how much he sucks at it. I'm going to come at him with kindness and encouragement and love. All right? James Dolan, you are good at things. It's just not owning the Knicks. You have a greater calling in life. Look at James Dolan. He has done good things.
Like his music career?
No, not like his music career. But the renovations on Madison Square Garden are amazing. The Sphere is incredible, redefining what an event space can be. He owns several other event spaces in New York City that are awesome. Some of the best clubs I've ever been to. I didn't know he owned them. Lava was my favorite. He owns that. He owned that. That's what you should be fucking doing. Instead, you're being hated. You shouldn't be hated. You should be building things, building event spaces, concert halls, nightclubs, all around the world. Places for people to have the time of their lives, to make memories. They will love you for it. You are not good at running a basketball team. That doesn't mean you're not good at anything. Am I wrong?
Well,
think about
I can't be sure.
He built the Sphere, one of the greatest event spaces in the world. He could imagine how much more of that's clearly his calling. He loves music, he loves these events, he loves running these venues, managing and building venues. That is his calling. He clearly loves it. And imagine how much more of that he could have been done if he wasn't banging his head against the wall with the Knicks for all these years, always being bad at it and being hated for it. You should be loved and celebrated for building places where people have a great time.
I agree with you that running a basketball team is definitely not his calling.
It's not his calling. Are you just incapable of saying a good thing about James Dolan? Is that what's holding back?
I plead the fifth.
You just won't say anything nice about him because you can't enter MSG because you said mean.
I can enter MSG. He is.
We're not talking about how he is as a guy. You know, people who meet him don't hate him. I haven't heard glowing reviews, but they're not like, yeah, he's fine. He was fine. He drank a club soda and stood in the corner.
All right. Well, I think I can speak for a lot of New Yorkers when I say
we hate him because he owns the Knicks.
What he did with the Knicks between the years of approximately 2003 to 2019, right up through COVID, 2019, 2020 was. I'd have to ask some people at the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security, but I think it can technically be classified as an act of terror.
Yeah, no, it was definitely worse than 9/11. I think if you count all the suicides, it probably killed more people.
And as Americans, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Will you just... Yes, but we would not hate him if he wasn't running the Knicks. If he was just building awesome concert venues and awesome nightclubs and some of the cool, most innovative event spaces in the world, like the Sphere.
I'll tell you what, James Dolan, if you're listening, if you're listening, if you stop trying to run the Knicks and you build Lavo 2 Electric Boogaloo, we will forgive you, but we will never forget.
Just like 9/11.
Exactly. Just how like
this is my appeal. Everyone keeps coming
9/11.
at him with anger, and he's not responding to it. You come at him with like, "Hey, man, you're better. You running this basketball team is beneath you. You should be building grand structures, stadiums that will last lifetimes. Running
Is he like a fucking Roman emperor? He's got to build. He's got to build monuments that will stand for millennia after he's departed this earth.
Yeah, and he can have orgies in them and whatever he does.
Yeah.
Whatever he does.
Yeah, JD and the Straight Shot concerts.
So Tyrese Maxey is third for MVP right now, averaging 37 points a game. I do really love that the 76ers actually built their great young roster by accident after all the years of the process of tanking for all these great young players, and it never worked out. They got Embiid and Ben Simmons and Fultz and Okafor or whatever the fuck. They got all this. Yeah.
Okafor.
They drafted like 3 centers in a row. It was stupid. But none of that worked out. But while they were good, they accidentally put together this actual trio of great young players who work together. But they can't do anything because they're being dragged down by these insane contracts they gave to these injury-prone veterans.
Yeah.
Irony
and no love lost for Philly sports. So
no. Especially after this weekend.
Yeah.
So before we go, we just gotta some of the stuff we'll talk about next time. Before we go, we gotta talk about how the Mafia has taken over the NBA.
Yeah, I mean, if they haven't been running it for the past 30 years.
To be fair, the last time they had a scandal, it was also like a gambling scandal, was also Mafia related.
Yes, it's almost like any time that there's massive crimes going on in the NBA, the people who are responsible for massive crimes are involved.
Yeah, I have way too many friends who aren't from New York who are like, I didn't think these people existed anymore. Or like they were like the Gambino crime family. I thought that was from movies. Like they didn't think that the Gambinos and the Lucchese's and the 4 of the 5 mob families were involved in this scandal.
Do you know how hard it is to get even 2 of those families on the same project?
It's fucking real. They hate each other.
It's impossible. They've killed so many of each other.
They fucking don't.
They're a blood feud going back 5 generations.
Fucking ridiculous. And Italians don't get along to begin with.
No, it's all, oh, yeah, you're Italian, but are you Sicilian?
Oh, a Northern Italian? You might as well be fucking Swedish.
Yeah. But somehow they all came together
to do illegal poker games and get Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier wasn't mob related. He's just a fucking idiot.
Terry Rozier is such a dumbass.
I feel like the only way we can talk about this that everyone in actual sports media refuses to talk about is if we talk about the fact that the NBA definitely is implicated, but they're not going to get prosecuted for it, but they definitely knew because the sports books don't want this happening, so they flagged it when they saw the people betting on Terry Rozier. So they knew.
The only thing I can think of,
the NBA did an investigation and cleared Terry Rozier, so they clearly knew.
The only logical explanation I have is obviously the sports books reported it to the NBA, and it was like publicly reported too.
Yeah.
They reported to the NBA. The NBA started looking into it, and the FBI stepped in and they were like, hey, we're in the middle of an active investigation. Don't blow this up because we're still gathering evidence. So
There
the
was a lot
NBA,
of evidence. What was that guy, Damon Jones?
yeah,
That's his name. Did you see?
yeah,
Did you see his text?
I did not see, and we'll get into that in a sec. But I just want to say the way I envision it, the NBA figured out what was going on pretty quickly. The FBI stepped in and said, "Hey, please don't do anything. We're in the middle of this investigation. We don't want you guys to fuck it up."
Maybe. I doubt
But
it
yeah,
because it seems like the
Damon Jones.
FBI is very mad at the NBA because apparently they fucked some of it up. Also, the
Yeah,
NBA, the FBI refuses to talk to the NBA about investigations after the Tim Donaghy thing, where they told them that they were investigating Tim Donaghy. So they told all of the refs that. The NBA immediately snitched on the FBI, and so the NBA covered up all the other refs who were doing shady shit.
yeah,
So
not
the
great. Not a
FBI
great
doesn't really
look.
trust them anymore. But yeah,
What?
so Damon Jones, his text when LeBron was going to be out, and it wasn't public information yet. He said, "Yo, bet against the Lakers. Make sure you put enough money for D Jones to get his taste."
To get his taste.
That's what he
Gross.
wrote, word for word. Make sure you put enough
Gross.
money for D Jones to get his taste.
Gross.
So yeah, I don't really. I mean, actually, do you know what is way bigger of an issue? The NFL bought part of ESPN,
Yes.
who
Yes,
owns
they did.
ESPN Bet. So they now incentivized to get, because they own a sports book, to create outcomes that go against public betting, which since they've invested in ESPN has been up 60%.
Yeah,
It's
sports
also
betting is a
illegal
bad
for them to
idea.
own a sports book. It's just we don't enforce laws on rich people anymore.
Yeah, definitely not if they're involved in sports.
It is illegal for a sports league to own a sports book, but it's just plain English that. But they're like, but we don't want to do things. We're only enforcing laws on poor people and immigrants right now.
My question is, if Damon Jones was involved, he's part of LeBron's, I'm not going to say inner circle, but I'll say middle circle.
Yeah, but he's also part of like everyone's circle.
But so let me just fucking connect the dots here. Damon Jones was involved. LeBron is out with sciatica, which we've already established is fucking made up bullshit. Was LeBron sitting out because he's trying to wait for this thing to blow over?
Maybe. I think your theory earlier was better, where it was like, is he sitting out so that Luka could get established with the Lakers?
Yeah. It's just very fishy to me.
But he might want to come back soon because Austin Reeves is playing better than LeBron.
White Boy Summer has been extended.
Yeah, if Cooper Flag can get it together, White Boys are going to be killing it. Chet Holmgren is 6th in this. Do you want to hear Austin Reeves' current stats? It's 2 games. It's only 2 games.
Austin Reeves' current stats, I'm going to say 37 points.
36.
6 rebounds. 4 assists.
7 rebounds. 9 assists.
9 oh my God.
2
On
steals.
probably 55% from the field and 43% from 3.
58% from the field and 43% from 3 on the dot.
I'm pretty good at this.
Yeah, small sample size theater. The Lakers are not winning a championship. And I think that's all we can say about that.
Yeah.
You have any more you want to talk about the gambling scandal? It's just hard because we're a little late on it. I feel like so much has already been said. And I think the real... Thing is,
I would just like to draw attention to the funny names that are involved in this gambling scandal.
Albanian Bruce, Black Tony, Pookie, Spick.
These are like names that you hear in Goodfellas or like
Jimmy Two-Time.
Godfather, and you're like, yeah, that's just like a movie thing. They don't actually call that guy Jimmy Two-Time because he says everything twice.
Italians.
No, they actually call him Black Tony because he always wears black.
He's not even black. He just always wears black. I want to know if there's a not Albanian Bruce that they have to deal with, and that's why they had to differentiate them.
It's like
There's one
that
guy
Michael
whose name
Shea
is
joke.
Sweet D, like from Always Sunny.
Maybe he's a bird.
Maybe it did happen in Portland. That's where she's from. That's where the actress is from.
Not surprised that someone from Portland would get compared to a bird, especially a woman.
But did you see all the videos that came out from a couple of years ago of all these professional poker players being like, we went to this game with Chauncey Billups and it was clearly rigged?
No.
Oh, this has been going on. Google it after it. It's all over the internet. Poker players are coming out like, it's not that they're coming out now. These are videos from interviews of poker players from like 3 years ago. They're like, yeah, they get like an athlete to like suck you in. We all went to this game with Chauncey Billups that was just clearly the most rigged game ever. And we got him out of that and we were like, fuck you guys. We're going to call the cops. And then they threatened us.
Because the thing is, like, if you're even like anywhere past an absolute beginner poker player, if a game is rigged, it's so obvious.
It's really obvious. Unless you're just like, if you're playing for long enough, it's very obvious. If 30, 40 minutes, you can be like, I'm getting shit luck.
Well, also, it's like people are very predictable in how they act and bet. And if people aren't acting in that very predictable way, you know something's wrong.
Yeah. And there's like obvious there's like rules of poker, not rules, but like guidelines, like with blackjack, of how you bet with certain cards in certain situations. And these guys were just not doing that. So they're like, you know something.
Yeah.
I like all the spy gear that they had. They had
X-ray tables, contact lenses.
X-ray tables, contact lenses that can read marked cars. They had sky cams with people like from set giving information to people's ears.
You think they had vibrating Bluetooth butt plugs?
Oh, like the chess guys?
Yeah.
It's the best way to do it, man. Oh.
Complete stealth.
So anyway, from this podcast, just to summarize it, Wemby is God.
Yes.
The mob has taken over the NBA.
Yep.
And white men should not comment on black women's hair.
Yes. And James Dolan, you're destined for things so much greater than running an NBA team. Why debase yourself with this drudgery of contracts and players when you could be building monuments to your greatness that will last for centuries?
He would build monuments to places for people to have the time of their lives. Nightclubs, concert halls, stadiums, event venues, places where
I practically lost my virginity at Lavo. Okay.
Yeah. Just fucking imagine how loved James Dolan would be if he was known as the guy who owned like Lavo and renovated Madison Square Garden and Radio City Music Hall, and we didn't think about the piece of shit who owned the Knicks.
At least he wouldn't be mentioned in the same sentence as Dan Snyder.
No one wants to be mentioned in the same sentence as Dan Snyder. Hey, as bad as James Dolan is, he's never sex trafficked any of his cheerleaders.
He's never killed nuns.
Oh yeah, I forgot. No, wait, that was Katy Perry.
That was. I think he sued a church. He sued a church.
He sued a church for allowing people to park there during games.
He harassed a widow. That's sued a church, harassed a widow. Did not kill none.
Ruin a park ranger's life because he wanted to cut down a bunch of trees in a national park so he could get a better view of the lake.
Yes.
I really like that he multiple times profited off 9/11. The one time after 9/11, he increased. He created a security fee on his on all the tickets, and then didn't spend no more money on security. And then the other time was he sold 9/11 anniversary hats and kept all the money.
Really great guy.
Fucking phenomenal guy. I loved when he was like hiding from the federal government on a yacht in international waters. He was like literally hiding from a warrant out for his arrest on a yacht in international waters, and fucking Commissioner Goodell had to go to Congress and just like talk on his behalf. He's like, yes, he's a piece of shit.
But he has blackmail on me, so I can't say anything bad about him.
He fucking came out and he said on record into a microphone, I have blackmail on all the other owners and the commissioner. I hired a private detective to get blackmail on him so they can't make me sell the team. You're not supposed to tell people that. And then they didn't get rid of him. So we all know the blackmail's super bad. How bad does blackmail have to be for everyone to know a guy is blackmailing you to do things and you're still doing it?
Probably Epstein level.
I mean, it is it's 32 billionaires and Roger Goodell, who's worth like 400 mil. So it was probably all Epstein stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think Jerry Jones has ever had consensual sex. And I know the guy who owns the Raiders, Davis.
Define consent.
He's never had consensual sex for free.
Bingo.
Yeah. Remember when he came out and said that his 19-year-old girlfriend, didn't know he was a billionaire and liked him for his personality?
Yeah, if your personality consists of buying expensive dinners, private jet trips, and an unlimited shopping budget, then yeah, great personality.
Also, get a fucking adult haircut.
Yeah.
I bet he has enough money he could get my barber out of retirement. Let's get my barber to stop being a firefighter.
Then you could finally get a haircut and stop being a hat guy.
Hey, man, I look good in hats.
Do you?
I got some cool hats, too. Got it.
In 1978.
In 1979, I was shot in the back of a yellow cab by John Gotti and the Gambino crime family. Vote Curtis.
I was shot 5 times.
5 times. Vote Curtis Sewell. So the question was, which subway is your favorite? Anyway, I think that's where we should wrap.
Amtrain. Yeah.
I'm an F train guy, but that's just because it's close to my apartment. The 1, 2, 3 line is honestly the easiest.
I have a love-hate relationship with the Q line, so yeah, I get it.
It gets you everywhere, but not easy.
No, never easy.
All right, guys, we're wrapping. Sponsor, SeatGeek, 200 proof sports promo code, all one word, $20 off all tickets.
Coors Banquet, please sponsor us.
Yeah, Cutwater sponsor us. Coors Banquet sponsor us. Not regular Coors. Not Coors Light.
Not regular Coors. Brewed in the mountains of Golden, Colorado.
Coors Banquet. Brewed in the guy from Karate Kid's basement, I assume.
Brewed with 100% Rocky Mountain water. Since 1873.
I'm going to take a wild guess and assume only the 1873.
Brewed with 100% Rocky Mountain water since 1873.
I love that they put guys who talk like that in the commercials, and no one in Colorado talks like that.
That's what it feels like to drive a Ram F-150 while you're high on crack.
All right, guys. Talk to you next time.